Who's a better hero, Iron Man or Batman? Let's use KWHero to find out. So let's type in Iron Man as the keyword. And here you can see United States. Sure. Let's go. On your left, you're going to see KWHero brings back a bunch of keywords, their cost per click, search volume, and difficulty. On the right, you have all the search volume repeated again, cost per click, minimum recommended domain power, quality links to page one, and then the search trends for the year. Again, the difficulty and the profitability score. We switch over. You'll notice this changes. And then it has the SERPs on the right-hand side over here. Everything listed, 87 of them, with their domain power and URL power. So for people not familiar with a keyword research tool, basically search volume, or how many people are searching on Google for said keyword. 430,000 people are searching for Iron Man, according to KWHero. Now, different keyword research tools get their data from different places. Most start with getting it through Google, and other tools that have used just Google data, you'll notice that their estimated search volume is usually lower. KWHero, the team says they use a combination of things. So how they come to their volumes, I am not 100% sure. It seems to be similar to SEMrush for many keywords. Other keyword tools will also use a combination of users searching for the keyword and also potential traffic if you rank on page one. So right here, Iron Man, 430,000, but the score, difficulty, 99 out of 100. Red, bad. Doesn't mean impossible, but it makes it more difficult. With a keyword research tool like KWHero, it gives you other ideas. If you want to write about Iron Man, you could see, all right, I can't just write about Iron Man, so maybe you can go down here and you can write about Iron Man helmet. This one has a nice search volume, 33K, difficulty 55. Now over here, it hasn't been fetched yet. If you want to see the SERP listing, you can just click on this to fetch fresh SERPs. Up here, top right, you'll see your usage stats. On the plan that I'm on, I get a daily limit of 300 keyword lookups. I'm on a tier 3 plan from AppSumo Lifetime Deal currently. And the SERP analysis, I get 30 a day. So 300 a day, 30 a day. If I click this, it's going to fetch and the SERP analysis will go up. But it'll refresh as a little timer here when I get my new limits. And then you'll see here, oh, wow, that's great. Cool. All right. These are the SERPs listed. You can copy to clipboard. You can export all to a spreadsheet if you want to keep it locally, or you could just add to a content plan on here. Now there's also keyword clusters. That'll be keywords that can be used in a combo with the keyword that you're searching for. You can see Iron Man helmet, and then it lists all these other keywords and topics that you can add to your content and shows you their scores. So I want to save this for later, just this one for now. In the future, the team at KWHero says they will be adding a saved history feature, which would be huge because right now, if you do not add the keywords to content plan and you come back to KWHero, it's lost. You'd have to do it again. So you kind of want to keep in mind, currently you have to check off which ones you want or copy them to clipboard or export them or save them to the content creation plan, which is part 2 of KWHero, is the AI content that it can produce. But let's just add it to a content plan for now. Oh, and then up here, if you want to filter through everything, like what the searches, the volumes are, cost per click, difficulty, you can adjust that there. Let us add this to content plan. Just click right over here. Now I can add it to a content plan folder that I already set up, or I could create a new content plan. So let's just do superheroes. And then you see that's superheroes set up, add keywords. So now that Iron Man helmet is going to be over here under superheroes. And it's listed right there. I can always come back to it later. Let me close the usage. Also, if you want to see, this is dark mode and it has light mode, but I like to keep it dark mode. Let's go back to keyword research. Gotta check out the other guy, Batman. Let's see what comes up for him. The Batman. Wow. Look at that. Looks like he might be the better superhero. 2.1 mil. And then you can see here all the SERPs that popping up. Click on it if you want to see what the page is about. This is ranking at number 3. So let's just say if you want to change the difficulty, let's go for easy. Sometimes that's some interesting stuff. The combo you'd like to get is high volume, low difficulty, obviously. Let's go Batman painting. Look at that one. Very easy. Well, easier. I feel like this would have a higher difficulty score. So again, do that. Could add it to a content plan. Let's add to superheroes, add keywords. Now you see the UI is really nice on the keyword research part because it reminds me of KW Finder and Mangles, which is a really nice keyword research tool. It gives you a nice visual. I use multiple tools for research, keyword research. Even sometimes I don't even use a keyword research tool. We'll just see what's trending, topics, things to write about, news sites, stuff like that. But if you're looking for ideas and you want to brainstorm, especially with clients, you can show them this data and it can help guide you and compare it to you can compare it with other keyword research tools like WriterZen. It's another good one I use. Their numbers are more conservative, not as high search volumes. They're closer to what Google will show. But again, you got to kind of find a middle ground because Google's not going to show you everything and their numbers will probably be more conservative in most cases. This is great. Just very easy to read and it looks nice. All right. So now the second part of KWHero is the content creation part. Well, you have the keyword research part where you're looking for topics to write about, you're brainstorming. What the heck are we going to write about? You could just use KWHero as a keyword research tool. It's excellent for that. The data has been improving. There have been some areas which I'd like to see improve, say for more local items, like all right, we're not doing superheroes now. Let's say I'm on Long Island and I want to Long Island web design, right? This one actually is not bad. It gives you something here, like web design company, different variations of Long Island web design. Some other research tools will show you a little more. They'll go into more keywords like Long Island web designer, web design agency, web design firm, all these other keywords related to Long Island web design in different variations. KW is still working, I believe, on their database of keywords, how it's being implemented with Google. You give it time and hopefully in the future it'll show more. Because if you're looking for things that are closer to, let's even try, web designer NY. This one might show more. See, so web designer NY, it gives you 2. I would like a lot more for that. But then if you just do web designer, see, it gives you a lot more. You're going to probably want to use a wider scope with this tool. and it'll narrow it down, and then it'll bring in maybe some of the local keywords in there. Like here we have web designer Santa Barbara. So if you're putting out location pages, stuff like that, it's showing you the estimated search volumes and difficulty to rank for those keywords. Again, this is all just a guide. You want to create content or have AI create content and go for it and build your strategy, backlinks, etc., and just go from there. Back to the content creation. All right, we're in the superhero section. Another thing before I get started, I like to see is that the content plans can be edited. Right now, we can't change the name of the superheroes folder or any other folders. I'd also love it if you could move the keyword from one folder to another, stuff like that. So this part of the UI, the interface, could use some improvements to edit this. Like if I want to make this in all caps now or something, just the little things that help me and my OCD. Not a huge thing, would be nice. If you want to add more keywords in here, you can do that. If you want to share this content plan with others, you can. Let's go to the AppSumo deal page where the lifetime deal for one payment is being offered. Here we go. You got tier 1, $69, tier 2, $129, tier 3, $199. And then you have 4 for $299, and the big boy, $499. Full stack, tier 5. You'll notice here you have 5 AI credits, right, per month. I'm on tier 3, 25 AI credits per month. One outline is 1 credit. And then an AI article is 4 credits. When I first got KWHero, I couldn't even produce 1 article because I was messing around with outlines and there was nothing left, and it was only 5 AI credits. But now you look, my usage, right? I'm on the tier 3, which it's not 25, it's 250. Now, this is where it gets a little crazy. You could get 250 AI credits per month with an OpenAI key. So people don't know what OpenAI key is. It's OpenAI. That's where the AI comes from. That's the fuel, the juice. You can create an OpenAI account for free. You put your credit card in there and it'll bill you monthly. You can put a limit on how much fuel you want to use every month. Most bring your own key, BYOK, when you add it to an AI writing platform, it is unlimited and you just pay as you go. And it costs pennies, each time you produce some content. With KWHero, they put a cap on bring your own key. So it's not a normal bring your own key, BYOK. With the limit, they just multiplied the credits that come with the platform. They just multiplied it by 10. So if you're going to bring your own key, it's a very easy process to add your own key. You'll get to 250. So rather than the 5, you'll get the 50 bit. They added this later. It did cause some issues in the question answers, including for myself. Well, what's going on with this BYOK? It's not a true one. They got a little bit mad, but Alex and the team, they're pretty cool guys. Still trying to make Alex laugh a little more. He's not really laughing, but so, I mean, you did get early on, got a little pushback. People are like, oh, I want to buy more credits. What costs? A lot of responses, not a lot. I've seen plenty where he was like, you can use your own GPT-4 then, just make sure to build out super complex prompts to do NLP optimization and testing it out for years with your agency. No one's forcing you to buy it. The credits where they are. I suggest you move on if you don't like the deal. He was doing a lot of that. He was very defensive of his platform. So I see this a lot with creators. This is their baby. And sometimes in type, things get lost in translation. I've gotten to talk to him on email a bit, and he's cool. He seems like a cool dude, and in a webinar. But I know from a PR point of view, there are plenty of people that are turned off by this. Some of the LTD community has like an entitlement to them as well, where they feel like, hey, you got to do everything, massage our backs and be nice to us. We're here for you. We're here to beta test everything. I get that. That's part of my argument as well. We're here to help you, and this does not help, and customer's always right. Well, yeah, in the United States, yeah, customer's always right. but overseas, not always the case. So if you want to do well in the West, yeah, gotta handle that maybe differently. But that being said, as I've used the tool more, when I first saw these responses early on, I'm like, oh, this is a headache. I don't know about this. This is a red flag maybe. But the more I've spoken to them, the more I've kind of warmed up to KWHero and actually bought another 2 tiers because I think the platform has a lot of potential. And it was buggier in the beginning, but it's improved, and I haven't seen the same bugs that I did before. Actually, I haven't seen barely any. So, that's just keep that in mind, just giving you the honest feedback, my opinion of what I've seen. Again, if buyers are worried about like founders and what they said, a lot of people wouldn't buy Apple computers when Steve Jobs was going crazy. So I'm not comparing, Alex to Steve Jobs. Maybe he's more of a Wozniak anyway, but you get the idea. All right, so we got the keyword set up. You want to click on analysis, content's being analyzed, and then I'll use one of these credits up here. And there we go. Got the analysis. Let's open that up. And it sets all this up for you. Close this, content structure, estimated words, headings, grade levels, etc. You've seen stuff like this in NeuronWriter, Surfer, other tools. Content terms, the keywords it recommends. So you can go ahead actually and write the article yourself. But why do that when we have an AI machine in here? Next, we go to Outline Builder. You want to create an outline or have KWHero create an outline. Now, if you want, before you create the outline, you can check out competitors, and KWHero will recommend which ones are selected. You could unselect them if you'd like. It'll kind of go through from domain power to score with the recommended ones, also ignoring like Amazon. You don't need that. But if you see any other ones you'd like to add, you can just enable that. We'll just leave it as is. Save. Create an outline. Take like 2 minutes, not even. And outline created. If you just want to do the keyword research and create outlines, you could stop right here and just go from there. And then you can use the outline in ChatGPT or elsewhere, or write your own article. Now, over here, we can edit the outline. So say you got like too much stuff here, you could just remove this. Or if you want to add another section, you could add another section. You can remove it. You can look it over. If you don't want this section, let's just say you could delete all this, but let's just keep it for now. You can also increase the words for each section. Change that to 100 if you want, or decrease. You could change this one to 50. All right. And then it'll show you a score so far and what the outline is. So we got that. Now, once you like the outline, go over here and I'll show you the estimated word count, tone of voice, standard, formal, friendly. Let's just do standard. Content level, you want beginner, intermediate, professional. You want more advanced writing. Inform, sell, entertain, educate. Storytelling, just do inform. Third person, he, she, they. Or if you want to go first person, I, me, my, mine. Let's just keep it third person. NLP optimization, I always keep that. Sometimes I scrape fresh content, but it can get some, it can go off the rails at times if you use this. So they recommend maybe keeping it off. Pass AI detection if you're worried about that. But AI detection, I don't think you really need to worry about that right now, just as long as you have some good content being produced. And then if you want to add some optional guidelines for it, like, hey, write it like this, or add this name, etc., you could do that. And then just hit write content. And here you go. Here's the content. Iron Man helmet, the ultimate collector's guide. So I like how KWHero spits out the headlines, where it just doesn't use the keyword, but adds the ultimate, these words and guide really, really help push the article. For fans of the Marvel Universe, the Iron Man helmet represents, you can read all this. It's good content for the most part. I actually am ranking quite a few articles on a bunch of different sites, some with better authority than others. So the content is good. You should still go through and edit it, of course, and look for those kind of watermark AI words, if any, are produced, the in conclusion, and let's see, this one's actually nice. It doesn't have much, those words, but you could see the content's good. You can edit this as you'd like. You can share it, give access to others. Now, whichever tier you're on, the tier 1, you can only share and they can read it. And then tier 2, they can read it and edit it. And then tier 3, they can read, edit, and create. So if that's important, if you want your clients or other users to be able to create their own, you would go tier 3 and up. We can go over here, guidelines. You see this score 91, excellent. In the beginning, I was like, wow, I'm getting all 90s and, almost hundreds, of course, because it's KWHero's AI content and then their own optimization tool. So why wouldn't they give a better score for their content? But I've had articles that will get 50 and 60 in this tool. You can see here, like how it scores on content structure, readability, NLP terms, all and in headings, how many paragraphs. We obviously had to add images, how it's using keywords, all the content terms. If you want to add more, you can go by this, and then the score will change. Again, very similar to other tools like Surfer, NeuronWriter, Quora for optimization, and you could use it for just this as well. Just to show how these optimization tools work, pasted the same content into Surfer SEO just to see the score here is 50. You got 91 and you got 50. And if I did Neuron, probably be a totally different number. But I've also put stuff that it's created in KWHero that would score like a 60. And then in Surfer, it shows like an 85. This is all just a guide. These tools, more and more these days, I used to like live and die by optimization tools. I still love them. Quora, Surfer, Neuron, and now KWHero. They're a guide. Speaking of ultimate collector's guide, they're a guide. So don't try to get that perfect score matching. Don't go crazy. But if you see something like a 35, work on it a little bit. It's good to have a guide, and it helps with client work. Share the editor with them, have them do their edits, and it kind of keeps them on track, where some clients don't understand that keyword optimization still can be of value. And there's a reason why the content's written this way. When you share this with them, they can go through and notice as they're adding words or moving words, how the score changes. There's that. Let's go back to the content creation section. There's one other thing I want to bring up. I created an article with KWHero on a quarterback for the 49ers, and they just lost the Super Bowl, so we're sad about that. But it put out a really nice article. Let's take a look. This one, I did add the scrape feature. I added that I checked off the scrape recent content, so that might have caused the problem. Look over here, alongside teammates like Nick Bosa, Brandon Ayuk, Kyle Juszczyk. Purdy showed this, right? Then let's go down here. Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, including stars like Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Kyle Juszczyk, Trent Williams. It's repeating like certain players. These two guys right here, right? Now that's fine. But then look, it's repeating it again here. Third time. You want to please Google, but depending on where you're placing this content, if it's on your money site, you want it to read nicely for the viewer. So this is where you go in and edit. Even if it changes the score, this is probably added because it helps repeating these players' names, or maybe spread it out more. Now, if this is going on a tier 1, tier 2, like a different website, satellite website, that's bringing traffic to your main money site, yeah, you could probably just leave it, copy, paste, and go. But make sure you read through the AI content. So in spots, KWHero will do stuff like this. It's not the only one. Other AI tools, writing tools, have also put out content like this with duplicate keywords over and over again. So founder has said they will be adding and expanding the keyword data sources. That hopefully will help with also the local keyword search data that I mentioned before. There will be a saved history here. So each time we do a search for a keyword, it will be saved, because right now you just type it in and it gets lost. Let's say Plumber, Texas. That's right, Texas. All right, so here's Plumber, Texas. So right now, if I just exit out of this, I lose all this stuff. Keep an eye on your usage. Keep an eye on that. It's using GPT-4 with a custom model. That's why it's not a free-for-all with the AI content. You can just kind of keep going, and this is an AI wrapper. No, this is not. This is not a tool for bulk AI content. Connect it and go, even though you can do bulk stuff. I wouldn't recommend it for that. You have other tools that can do that just spray and pray and see what happens. This is higher quality. You could add your key. The daily credits are good. I get more. So if you're looking just for a KW Finder substitute, another keyword research tool, you don't care about the content creation as much because you're using other tools, then you still might like this one. And the data has improved since I started using it. I already see they're expanding their keywords, but you want to use this now. Don't put this on the shelf. If you have a use case for it, go for it. There's a refund on AppSumo. I don't know what the heck it is anymore, 60 days or whatever. If you need a keyword research tool, check it out, try it, test it. It's good stuff. Very visually appealing, and it's only getting better. Can't wait for the saved history. Need that, and possibly some more keyword data. And speaking of keyword data, keywords per lookup, you have here 500, 1,000. Then you can go to the unlimited 2,000, 2,500, and then you have unlimited keywords in the content plan. So how many keywords you want over in that content plan, that's another thing you got to keep in mind. How many do you want over here that you could store? Right now I have 10 content plans. It's going to go, that could go fast. That's another thing to think about. And then you have the content creation tool. Click here and you see how that works. With the writer, you can edit, you can add images, the outline builder, the usage meters over here. The AI content is monthly. The keyword research is daily. If you're just using the keyword research tool, you can be fine with the tier 1 or tier 2, or whenever this gets off a lifetime deal, use the monthly subscription. I got to see what the pricing is about that. But the AI credits, they can go fast. Add your own key definitely improves that. And the content analysis, also the SERP analysis, that's a little more limited. He might add it as an additional feature, an add-on that you would pay for. They said they're not going to increase the limit on this. I wish they would a little bit, but I understand. What can you do? Check out KWHero and see what you think. Let me know. I was kind of mixed on this one. At first, I was like, there's a lot going on here. It was a little pushback, answering some questions. But the more I use it, the more I'm enjoying it. Let me know. See y'all later. All right. Bye.